Just when you thought your day really sucked.
You suck!
Here comes something to make it suck even more. It's a Lamont and Tonelli podcast.
Lamont and Tonelli show. Friend of the show, one of my all-time favorites, Lisa Lampanelli here. Lisa, what's going on?
Oh, my God, it's so good to see you guys.
Now, what happened? As soon as we go on the air, Paul runs out of the room.
I don't blame him. He had to squeeze one off in the can because of how hot I am.
She's on to me.
Well, he doesn't have Jimmy Big Balls to cornhole. You know, I still treasure the photo we took of you guys cornholing Jimmy Big Balls. It's a beautiful thing. We love it. If you notice, he's too scared to come back.
That's what it took to get rid of him.
Exactly. He was a C blocker anyway. Whatever.
So now you're on the road by yourself.
Yeah, just for this weekend. It's a crazy weekend. He's at home working, and I think he's a little sick of me because I was away so long doing Celebrity Apprentice that he's like, okay, now, bitch, go away so I can have a weekend where I don't make the bed and take a shower.
Whoa!
Oh, that's my job.
I feel so terrible.
Don't worry.
I'm usually a professional.
That's why we have a delay.
I just did that down the hall.
I'm so sorry I'm turning red. Let's get back into terrestrial mindset.
All you can say is you were squeezing one out at home.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. I blame the black guy, Sully. I blame him because he's sitting there looking shifty at me.
Oh, yeah. Well,
like, curse, bitch, curse.
No. Here's the deal with Sully. You know Sully still thinks he stands a chance with you.
Oh, my God. Well, maybe Jimmy Big Balls will die because you never know when you have a shot.
Yes.
I'm very rich, as you know. And do your listeners, by the way, know how amazingly helpful you two were to me on The Apprentice?
Didn't say anything.
Oh, well, guys, you don't even know. There's such a drama on The Apprentice where you have to raise money for charity.
Right. Yeah.
You have to call in all your friends with money, and I didn't have any, so I called you
called
guys.
And the thing is, it was so last minute, too.
Oh, it's the worst. It's like, okay, it has to be sent tomorrow in an unmarked box.
Yeah.
It has to go FedEx
the
and be a
rules were
sort of
amazing.
ridiculous.
Oh, my God.
But you guys came through for me, and I was very touched. Thank you.
Well, we didn't know if it was enough, though. Here's the deal. Your assistant didn't tell us what to give.
I know. Well,
So
that's
I'm
good. You
just
don't
like,
want to give anybody pressure, you know?
Well, yeah, I didn't know. So then...
So, we weren't sure.
So we're friends with Paulie down in Miami.
Oh, yeah.
So I give Paul... Look, this is actually a pretty good story. So I give Paul a story. I go, hey, did you get a call from Lisa? And he goes, no. And I go, what? No. And he goes, no. He goes,
We're
no.
the only
What's up?
suckers.
And I go, well, I got a call from her because she's on Celebrity Apprentice and they're doing a charity deal and they needed money.
Right.
So he goes, oh, man, well, I'm glad you didn't call me.
Well, you know what I did? I ended up calling him.
Okay.
And he goes, oh, let Gina know. She's at home. I'm out on the boat. So I called Gina, and I figure, that biatch owes me for keeping her husband laughing so she don't have to bang him.
That's snake. And here's the deal. Because I go, well, how much are you sending? He goes, you know what? Well, $500. And I said, well, $500 each then for me and Tonell.
Right.
I tried talking Sully into it,
Oh,
but there's
Sully.
no way he was parting with a buck.
Well, no,
Yeah.
Trump don't take food stamps. So it was wrong for him to try that. But both you guys, you know what's funny? You guys came through for me.
Yeah.
Paul came through for me. And you know what? I didn't call anyone I cared about alienating. Because you know what? I figured what's the worst that could happen? Yeah, you didn't have me on for 20 years.
Yeah, but here's the deal. If you would have given us some notice, we would have asked, and if we could have, we would have asked the listeners, because it was a great cause that you were doing.
It is. Gay men's health crisis. You know how you San Franciscos love the AIDS people.
Yeah,
so I was like, but you guys, thank you from the bottom of my heart, because I know how hard it is.
Yeah.
It's tough. She calls you the day before. It's like a whole covert operation.
Yes,
Oh,
that's
my
exactly
God.
what
And
it was
then
like.
we were
I know.
jumping through hoops because we had to go to FedEx.
Yes.
And then apparently, so we handed it over to someone here at work.
Right.
And it said, hey, can you do this? No problem. It's done.
And it said it has to be there, almost like the FedEx commercial. Positively,
Yes.
absolutely, the next day.
So then they handed it to someone else.
Right.
And that's where there was like a bit of a breakdown in communication because that person looks and goes, oh, I can save these guys money and send it 2 days.
And it was going to be Monday.
Right. Oh, my God.
So then we had to make a call. We had to get the tracking number.
We had to
reroute it. It had already been picked up, so we had to track it down on the truck.
You have no idea the background that went in on this.
Well, you know what? You guys came through because you did help keep me on the show. Because I said to myself, I can never have the least money on my team, or else those bitches will kick you off. They'll throw you under the bus. These whores. I mean, you saw that list on Celebrity Apprentice. I have a screaming fight with every woman whose name ends in a vowel. These Italian bitches are nothing but trouble. It's horrible. It's the hardest work I've ever done in my life.
Hey, speaking of Apprentice, let me ask you this, because I know you were doing like a press junket on this.
Yeah.
What is up with Clay Aiken's face?
Oh, you know, in person it doesn't look that wooden or horrible. He looks a little like Pinocchio in a way, like that smooth, weird skin. But, you know, he ends up, as a gay, I figured, we'd bond immediately. Ends up, he had held against me some jokes that I had tweeted out about him.
Oh, yes, absolutely,
right? So, luckily, he decided to get a sense of humor. We became friends. But that's really hard when you meet somebody who you've done all these jokes about.
Right.
Yeah.
You say the only thing that's aching is Clay's ass. I said something about Lady Gaga. Remember when Lady Gaga wanted to have a perfume out that smelled like semen and blood?
Yes.
I had tweeted out, if I want to smell semen and blood, I'll punch Clay Aiken in the mouth. So for some reason, Clay didn't like that. She got a little angry. But ends up, we made friends and everything was fine.
And did you have much dealing with George Takei?
Not too much, because at first it's women versus men.
Yeah.
Right.
So they couldn't figure out which George and Clay was, and they, by de facto, put them in the men's team. So I didn't really see them very much. But George is cool as hell, though, man.
Is he really?
And again, another guy I made jokes about. I said he's Japanese and gay, which means he green tea bags his boyfriend. I'm like, oh, really? Does everyone I make jokes about have to be here? Is that really the rule? Thank you, Donald Trump.
They set you up.
Oh, my God. But it's a great experience, man. I raise a lot of money. I think you guys are going to be pretty proud of old
All right. Lisa Lampanelli's in the studio. Can you stick around for another break?
Of course.
All right. And she's performing tonight in Redwood City at the Fox Theater. Don't go away.
Another fine product from Uranus.
That concludes the Lamont and Tonelli podcast. To hear more and everything Lamont and Tonelli, check out the website at lntworld.com.